Trapper checkmate.
Like sea urchins.
I also like seals and bunnies.
Oh.
That was a video clip where it demonstrates just how powerful a Trapper can be in the right hands, but also how south things can go for a Trapper. Even with 3 injuries, technically 2 injuries but 1 trap, but whatever, things still go south because one has Unbreakable and one has a base kit endurance, which manages to get them out of the trap with just, yeah, that. But you want to learn how to play Trapper, right? Fortunately for you, you've come to the right place. Not only will I go into the specifics on how his power works, but I will also be going over how survivors will counter your power, what you can do to prevent that, specific add-ons and perks that work really well with him. So without further ado, let's get into the guide. At the beginning of the match, Trapper starts with 2 of his 10 traps, 8 of them scattered around the map. Traps that are on the ground will be highlighted in white, disarmed or armed. To arm a trap, literally just hold right click. Okay, that's it, video over. Yippee! Is what I would be saying if Trapper was an S tier killer, which he is, well,
Starting out with our very weak tier, number 42, Trapper.
For many years is the Trapper.
Yeah, not looking too good. Every little mistake, every little misaccount, every little mishap could lead to you losing the game.
Like, how do you actually play Trapper and not get fucked?
It's actually really simple. All you have to do is just play 3D chess, take account into every single perk that you have, memorize every single perk in the game, account for certain situations. So how do people like Quiet Kills, my absolute goat by the way, manage to do all this? One word: snowballs. If you've ever seen a Trapper video, you will hear the Trapper whenever a lot of survivors like walk into their traps, they get a ton of downs, they'll talk about snowballs or Trapper checkmates, stuff like that.
The Trapper snowball, the Trapper checkmate, baby.
So how do we create these incredibly huge snowballs? It's really simple. Trap placement and zoning. As soon as the match starts, you want to waste no time. Just head straight to Shack, trap up Shack, start trapping up pallets. Additionally, you can trap windows and sometimes put your traps in grass, but those aren't reliable, unless you're actively zoning and making survivors run into them. That applies to all his traps. You need to make survivors run into them by either zoning or hiding them and making sure they don't see them until the last second. Don't treat us as Trapper as a slap traps around the map like Transcontinental and just hope they run into it. No, you need to play your traps with strategic. Like, some traps aren't meant to just trap survivors. Sometimes they're meant to deny pallets. Sometimes they are meant to just deny windows. Sometimes they are meant to trap people. It just depends on what the purpose of the trap is. But what can survivors do to stop that? They can fucking disarm your traps. I mean, it's fair, but it just makes a low tier killer feel even worse because there's counterplay to his power, unlike other killers. Fortunately for us, there are multiple ways actually to counteract this. You can run add-ons specifically that reset traps or injure survivors when they disarm a trap, or you can just reset them yourself. Another thing survivors have going for them is that you can walk into your own trap like an idiot, which will cause you to drop whatever survivor you're carrying. There is an add-on where you can't be trapped in your own trap, but it will still reset the trap. So the best way to prevent all of this is to just avoid the trap. Well, what do you have? Well, you have all these perks and these selective add-ons for your personal power to play with. But which perks and add-ons are the best for Trapper? Well, because Trapper takes forever to get all set up, and usually you only get your first down until like 2 gens left, Corrupt Intervention is one of the best perks for Trapper. So we got perk 1. What else are we using? You could just use literally 2 slowdown and agitation. That's normally what I use, but that's about it. Just run slowdown on Trapper, and you should be good to go. But what about add-ons? I mean, honestly, the two ones you should be running is Bloody Coil and Honing Stone. That's about it. I mean, if you don't have anything else, like any Honing Stones left or any Bloody Coils left, you could run Coffee Grounds with Trapper Glove, but that's for desperate measures. The rest of them are just too situational or just outright horrendous and just not worth running. But how does this build look like in-game? Well, let's take a look. And we got this map. Is that the aura reading? Actually, that trap's gonna get blocked by, I think. No, it's fine. Now we trap this window as well. Drop. It's fine. Look away. I think I get Scourge before that pops. Yeah. Why do I go for that why are you healing under hook? I'll just wait out base kit. No, she has off the record. Step in that. Go ahead and reset this trap. Cut through here. The Atom's back on this gen. Yep. Like I said, it was drop here. Don't know why we would drop that pallet like it's hot, but that's fine. I will take this. And you ran right into me. If there's one killer you don't want to give resources, it's Trapper for sure. She has self-care. Can't tell if that's... No, it's a medkit. Never mind. Well played. Just go ahead and make that. Power and bad rotation. Just gonna go back to this gen. And there's Ada's over here. None of that. That's one. Around that. Get that. Just go for Adam here. Got this window. Just go ahead and reset these traps. So I'll just reset window. So I'll reset. Check. Give this a kick. Here's off the record too. Ooh. disarming these traps. She has to drop track pallet. But she doesn't make it. It's just Adam. I hear him. Alright, nice. Step in that. Boom. Would you? If there was one phrase I would leave this video off with on Trapper, it's don't give up. Sure, you're playing Trapper. Sure, he's the weakest killer in the game. Yes, you can be in some really bleak situations. But who cares? You're playing Trapper. You can snowball in like 3 seconds. I mean, all it takes is one person to step into a trap.